As part of our What Do You Believe series, this week we consider life, purpose versus existence. What is the definition of life? One definition states life is living, being alive. That sounds pretty simple. There are many other definitions breaking life down in terms of words like cells, genetics, DNA, and organisms. However, the fact remains, life is a mystery. Our belief as to the origin of life will have much to do with how we view life. Psalm 139:16 tells us, "Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." If we believe God is the origin and see Him as creator and sustainer, then we can see life as having purpose. We may still ask the question, what is the meaning of life? But at least we see life as having a meaning. If we see evolution as the origin, then life takes on more of an existence than a purpose. If we are born, exist, and die, and that is it, can there be any true meaning or purpose to life? There is a bumper sticker that reads, "You're born, you work hard, you die." These words infer there is nothing before and nothing after, defining life as simply an existence. If human life is only accidents evolving over centuries of time, then any purpose or meaning to life did not come from our Creator, because there isn't one. Instead, we as individuals or collectively as societies determine our own purpose. Some may choose to have no specific purpose and so see no meaning to their life outside the fact that they exist. Others may choose to live a life dedicated to helping others and follow the motto, "Do unto others as you would have them do to you." Some may follow a different route where their own personal gain takes priority and they show little respect for others. We usually refer to one as having a good moral value, while the other bad or no moral value. The problem is that without a creator to define good and bad, these terms of moral conduct lose their value. This is evident in our world today, as individuals feel they have the right to choose for themselves what is good, bad, right, or wrong. If we believe God to be our creator and the Bible as His code of conduct for us, then He has given us clear guidelines as to how we should live our lives. Beyond this, God has also created us with a specific purpose. It goes beyond being born, working hard, and then dying. In Isaiah 43:7, God says He formed and made us for His glory. Rick Warren, in his book The Purpose-Driven Life, says this: "The purpose of your life is far greater than your own personal fulfillment, your peace of mind, or even your happiness. It's far greater than your family, your career, or even your wildest dreams and ambitions. If you want to know why you were placed on this planet, you must begin with God. You were born by His purpose and for His purpose." Throughout this book, Rick Warren defines life with a purpose that is always centered on God. Jeremiah 29:11 reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." If God has a purpose for us, then God has a plan for us. That plan gives us hope for this life on earth and hope for eternal life. Titus 1:2 reads, "A faith and knowledge resting on the hope of eternal life, which God, who does not lie, promised before the beginning of time." C.S. Lewis said, "If I find myself a desire which no experience in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that I was made for another world." God's purpose and meaning for our life goes far beyond our 70 existence on planet Earth. It created us for eternity. While our physical bodies may cease to exist, our soul, the spiritual part of who we are, will go on living. It is God's desire that we go on living with Him. I believe God has a purpose and plan for my life, and it will ultimately mean spending eternity with Him in a new heaven and a new earth. What do you believe? Join us next week for part 3 of What Do You Believe?